for all the latest sporting news and entertaining conversation. Don't miss all the latest Formula Odds from Paddy Power. Weekday afternoons from 1 on Talk Sport. Check out our latest online-only bet your offers on the Paddy Power app or at paddypower.com. Terms and conditions apply. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
Talk Sport travel with Subway. Transfer your life into a different league with your son on a spud. Everything you put on your son on a spud. Results.
Delays in the West Midlands trying to leave Birmingham. Yes, Expressway 8:30 a.m. northbound approaching the M6 Spaghetti Junction from Dartmouth Circus. Absence of blocked 2 of the lanes. There's obstruction around the Staffordshire Warwickshire border on the southbound M42 just before Tamworth Junction 10. Plenty of delays as well for the M6 in Cheshire over Thurwall Viaduct, junctions 20 to 21. Speed is northbound, 3 of the 4 lanes blocked by an accident, and southbound 2 lanes closed as a broken down vehicle. I'm Simon James.
This Valentine's Day, show them what they mean to you with an imaginatively crafted gift from Hotel Chocolat. For the one who always saves you their last chocolate, explore boxes bursting with desserts and cocktails transformed by chocolatiers. Or perhaps our barista-grade drinking chocolate system, the all-new Velvetizer. From grand gestures to thoughtful tokens, find a gift you know they'll love, in-store or online at Hotel Chocolat.
The latest audience listening scores are in. Over 3.5 million fans choose the TalkSport network every week. Absolutely humongous! On DAB, on the app, and on your smart TV. TalkSport, official broadcaster of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Adam Smith is with us in the studio. So we will be asking whether Everton could secure European football. Just quickly, Bayern Munich remain in intensive talks with Harry Kane over the future of the club. Not just talks, intensive talks. Can't just be talks.
What if you're off the top? I wonder what he's thinking.
Yeah, I can't answer. Let's carry on the boxing chat. The voice is here, Adam Smith. Right, let's move on to one of those 5 world champions. He was in the studio today, current IBF world welterweight champion Lewis Crocker. He was in for Talk Boxing. Also popped in to say hello to the boys on Hawksby and Jacobs. He was discussing a potential fight actually between himself and Conor Benn. Have a listen.
Absolutely, I think that fit in a heartbeat. Like you said about like a domestic fight like Worley and Dubois, like me and Conor Benn. Like Conor Benn is arguably the biggest star in the boxing UK. Like apart from Tyson Fury, but like if me and him were to get it on, that's a huge fight. He mentioned about the rehydration. I don't think he wants to do that, so I think that's why my name wasn't mentioned.
How do you think you'd beat him? Do you think you'd knock him out? Do you think you'd take him down the stretch? How would you beat him?
Look, I'm always going back myself, obviously. So I would, me against Conor Benn, I think it's just fireworks from the get-go. I don't think that's one of the distance.
Smart, how big a fight would that be if that happened?
Love that fight. Unbeaten in 22, Lewis Crocker. Conor Benn has got everybody talking about him. Shakur Stevenson calling him out. Josh Kelly, who won last week. That's a big fight for him. The winner of Barrios and Garcia, which is happening a week on Saturday. Conor Benn is the man. Lewis Crocker's got to go to Australia and fight Liam Parrow, the former champion at the weight below. So that's a trip for him that he's got to take care of. We had a great night in Belfast when he fought Paddy Donovan. He had a couple of good fights with Donovan. That second one was really close. But Crocker is exciting. He punches hard. He's got a big fan base. Love to see that fight with Conor Benn at some stage.
So much, what division, what he wants was?
It's huge. It's fantastic. Yes, I mean, you can always look at different eras. With Devon Haney, for example, there's so many good fighters there. Look, you've got the fixtures in front of you.
And the reason I say that is because I remember a period, that was a while ago, where there was some Mayweather, Pacquiao,
Of course.
Cotto. Yep. So I wondered, I'm looking and thinking, okay, Devin Haney.
You could say Mayweather, Pacquiao, Cotto were 3 pound for pound
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
Right, are they now? Maybe not. But there's a very, very good mix of 10 stone 7 fighters. Great division welterweight. They punch hard, they move quick. It's one of those traditional bands that we all love.
Apart from Tyson Fury, who's now back in the ring, is Conor Benn the next biggest fight in British boxing? Or fighter?
Yeah, he's huge, but there's others. We've got obviously Wilder and Chisora happening in April. We've got Moses Itawa coming back at the end of March. Ben Whittaker's going to become a massive star. There's loads out there. Fury back in April.
If you could look after one, to make as much money as possible after Tyson Fury? Who would it be?
Well, come on, I want to talk about this fight that we're just hearing has been made. Fabio Wardley and Daniel Dubois. Now, that's a fight I've been asked about all week, and I'm like, really? Frank wants to make it now? Fabio Wardley's first defence of the world title, that he beat Joe Parker and then was given the belt. I thought, okay, he'll have a nice, easy, comfortable one. Daniel Dubois coming back off the Usyk fight, rejoined Don Charles's team. That is a fabulous Fire Festival fight. I'm airing May the 9th. What a time for heavyweight boxing to make that sort of fight now. Manchester, London, one of the big ones, maybe the Co-op, maybe the O2, but it's going to happen here. And it is a 50-50 fight. Some might say Dubois, because of his experience, has got the edge, but we know what Fabio Wardley can do. Justice Hume, he's done it to Joe Parker. He's never been beaten, and he's got that power. So, wow, bring it on. That's a great fight.
Do you know what? And you're right, it probably is a 50-50 fight tonight. But do you know why I give maybe Fabio the edge? Heart. Yeah, heart. Because, do you know what? Dubois, I was so excited about the fight with Usyk again after the Fury fight. And I've still got question marks about the stoppage.
The way it finished.
The way it finished.
Yeah.
Whereas we've seen Fabio have to go to the trenches to get results. So I think.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? I think if it goes to that, the crunch, I think Fabio wins.
I know what you mean. It's like you haven't seen Fabio lose yet, and you have Dubois.
Yes, but I'm surprised that both teams are taking this, which is great.
Yeah.
Daniel said sign the contract. Sounds like Fabio has. It's just brilliant for boxing.
Right, finally, before time, we've got time. We've got to ask you about, I don't know if you've seen, I'm sure you have, the explosive scenes from Talk Boxing where Deontay Wilder and Simon.
Where were you two?
That's a fight, by the way, like I said, Wembley Stadium. Under a desk. 17 floors up. What did you make of it? I mean, it was a strange, bizarre moment for not just
Well,
what.
we're not going to talk Tyson Fury. Oh, yes, we are. I mean, Simon's a brilliant broadcaster.
Yes.
He's fantastic at doing that. And Deontay, look, he's a fighter who swings. They've got moods, they've got ways. An hour later, he wanted a cup of tea with him. He was having fish and chips with Derek Chisora. But, he says what he believes. And whether you like it or not, that's what Deontay Wilder, he's a character. He's a sweetheart, by the way, off camera. He's a lovely, lovely guy. But, this is, maybe he wants another fight with Tyson Fury. He's got a big night with Derek Chisora. It's sort of all or nothing for him.
With Tyson Fury.
I think we want to see what happens with Chisora and Wilder. It's their 50th fight each. If Derek wins that, he says it's out into the sunset. I don't believe him. I think he'll have another one. I think he'll try and fight for a version of the world heavyweight title. If Wilder wins, he wants Usyk or Fury again. So let's see what happens. April the 4th is going to be one of those old, traditional, fabulous heavyweight slugfests between two great characters who've given us everything over the years. We don't know who's going to win. It's at the O2. We love that as a venue. Can't come quick enough.
Wilder is not beating Usyk. Not the version of
Does
Wilder.
he beat Chisora?
I think he'll probably beat Chisora. Not Usyk though. He's not the best in the world. He's one of the best
Fancy
ever.
Chisora, right?
Do I fancy Chisora?
No, last week you said it.
You try and make me say that.
Got it.
Who's going to win? You say. Go on. Yes or no?
No.
That's what you do. You're very clever. Now, I'm telling you, Chisora starts for me a slight favourite because I think he's got real
If it
momentum.
wins much.
Momentum. Wilder has not had the same form, but Deontay Wilder's power is unparalleled in the last 20 years.
I've got 20.
You go in there with Deontay Wilder and take a right hand from
I've
him.
got 20 grand for charity. It's a charity bet. I haven't, by the way. You're going to put it on one winner. Who are you going to put it on?
I'm going to put on a cracking fight.
No, that's not an option.
I'm not sitting on the fence. I'm going to show Darren Ben.
No, it's not pass. No.
It's how Darren Ben is going to
Who's going to win? Come on, put your neck on the chopping block. Who's going to win?
win. One of the big bulls.
Why won't you say it? Tell me why you won't say it.
No, as I said, I think Chisora starts a slight favourite, but I think Wilder's got every chance. I don't know who's going to win, and that's why I want to be there.
No one knows.
What do you think?
I think you're too scared to take it.
That's fine.
I'm not scared of you.
Just like right.
You're scared of telling me.
You're the exact same.
What?
Ask your question about
No, I always ask.
You're
Go on, Ben.
Can you ask your question?
Who do I think wins
The
it?
question.
Wilder, I think.
No, another question.
No, not that one. Wilder, I think, absolutely destroys him.
Yeah.
Absolutely
How about
destroys him.
destroys it?
Does Jake Paul ever win a fight?
Yes.
Yeah, of course he does.
I think he wins a rematch with Tommy Fury.
Listen,
Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, going to happen, isn't it?
Why?
Or Darren Till?
Darren Bent, I like to say.
Darren Ben.
Darren Till.
Darren Ben against
Darren Till. Let me tell you now.
No. Come on.
He will never fight Darren Till because Darren Till will absolutely annihilate him. Absolutely annihilate
Thank
him.
you, would you know?
Good fight, Darren Till.
Are you joking? Darren Till against Jake Paul, you nuts?
But Jake has been a boxer for longer.
He hasn't. I've seen him fight. He's not a boxer. He's still yet to be a
I
boxer.
think it'd be Fury. Tommy, that is. not Tyson.
Darren Till's guerrilla promotions are good. I was at one of them the other night. There's another one coming up soon, so he's doing a bit of promotion. But I'd like to see him back in the ring. Tommy Fury's got another fight this year. Maybe Jake Paul.
He won't. Jake Paul. Tommy Fury won't have that problem.
It's great that Jake's got the women on April the 5th as well, the day after she's all on Wilder. Fantastic show, headlined of course by Terry Harper and Caroline Dubois. Absolutely brilliant. It's not in your script, I'm just giving you an extra treat.
Good luck with that.
Sorry.
I saw that.
Joe just said you've got to read inspiration. It's more like a book. A bedtime. I mean, how's that a read?
Are you promoting Wood Warrington?
Who's upstairs?
Oh, that's a fight.
Go on, you can talk about that. I'm just reading through this.
Wood Warrington.
I've got to talk about that in a minute.
February 21st, DAZN.
Yeah.
Cracker, rematch. You've got to be there. Darren says it's coming.
Do you like
Nottingham. Yeah.
You won't go to that, you said.
Are we going to have a
No, hold on. Answer.
I'm going to the Nottingham.
Look at you, not me. You're such a liar.
You're welcome.
I can tell you're lying.
I've seen the picture.
You've been. I know you've been to boxing.
Loads of times.
Yes, have I?
I don't let people down, so I'm a man of my word.
There you go.
Are we going to Wardley, Dubois?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a shadow of a
Go
doubt.
to that.
Oh, sorry. What about...
Yeah, I'm going.
Wood Warrington too.
Go then. Nottingham.
Why don't you look at him when you say it? He keeps looking away.
Such a liar. Wood Warrington.
So look his like you're going.
I saw like his level, I'm going to try to go. And of course it's not. I'm not confident.
Come on.
We'll save you a series.
So should you stay there while I read through this?
Yes.
Very long read. Don't miss the zones. Packed fight schedule with fights every week, including a huge triple header next weekend. I'll try and do it in your style. It all begins live from Sheffield on Saturday as a fierce rivalry reignites in a highly anticipated rematch. Lee Wood against Josh Warrington, which is what you were just alluding to. Then later that night, live from Las Vegas, high-stakes clash as Ryan Garcia chases his first world title against Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight title. And finally, the return of Clarissa Shields in the undisputed heavyweight rematch. That's next Saturday.
Won't.
Sign up to DAZN Ultimate and get 12 plus pay-per-views a year, including Garcia against Barrios on February 21st at no extra cost. Watch all these fights only on DAZN.
It's non-stop.
Boxing updates on TalkSport with DAZN, the global home of boxing. Sign up now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Smudge, you're done.
That's it.
I will see you next Tuesday.
Over and out next Tuesday, and we will build up that triple treat on the February the 20th.
We will. Can't wait for that.
Weekend. See you soon.
I can't wait. Yeah, definitely see you next Tuesday. When me and Benny come back, I'm guessing we're talking about Man United. No, we're talking about Spurs and Newcastle. Who do you rather play for? Smudge, who do you rather play for? In one word.
Liverpool.
When we come back in 02797
Odds flashing, the acca's on, it's all kicking off, and when the sport action's this fast, it's time to get in the game. At 7Bet, it's about finding your moment, early payouts when it feels right, a bet builder that actually makes sense, boosted odds that are bold, not buried, betting made clear. That's 7Bet. Bet £10 and get a £10 free bet. Be the 7 at 7Bet. 18 plus, new customers only, minimum £10 stake, min odds, max winnings £100, 5 days, bonus, T's and C's apply, play responsibly, gambleaware.org.
On your marks, get set, go hybrid. The new Toyota Aygo Cross Hybrid. More oomph than a Friday feeling, and smoother than your last online date. More confidence, more go. In a new hybrid engine, with 0% APR representative over 24 months. The new Toyota Aygo Cross Hybrid. Go on. Visit your local Toyota centre. Price on £21,595. Available on Toyota PCP when financed through Toyota Financial Services by 31st March 2026. Optional final payment indemnities may be required. See website conditions apply.
At AJ Bell, we believe investing is for everyone, even people who know nothing about investing. Like Keith, who thought dividends were a boy band. Jessica, who thought compound interest was a prison dating app. And Sue thought FTSE 100 was a bit of under-the-table fun, which surprised her accountant. If we can make investing feel good for them, it's no wonder Which have recommended us 7 years running. AJ Bell, feel good investing. The value of your investments can go up or down.
This season, LiveScoreBet is bringing you more ways to win with our weekly promotions. No goal, no problem. VAR payout to the rescue. 2 goals ahead, cha-ching. Rest easy and enjoy the game courtesy of 2 Up. Celebrate every goal, every twist and every turn this season with LiveScoreBet, bringing you more ways to win. LiveScoreBet. Total betting. Eligible leagues
family's unlimited plans to Vodafone, you save. So while Nan's learning to voice note,
Can you hear this? It's my son.
you're saving. While your daughter's setting a new high score on her favourite game.
Get in.
You're saving. While your son's video calling his crush for 3 hours.
I love you more.
You're saving. Save more when you switch your family's plans to Vodafone with Vodafone Together. Eligible plans from the 30th of October. Credit check and terms apply.
He buys a BG socket, adds his details online, and there it is. That's an instant win, and he could be going to Miami. Spend £20 or more on BG electrical products and upload your proof of purchase before the end of April. There are 300 instant prizes to be won, plus entry into a prize draw to win 2 tickets to this summer's football in Miami, including travel and accommodation. Enter now at scorewithbg.co.uk. 18 plus, UK only. Conditions apply. Want to hear something incredible? If you want big slots like Fire and Rose's Joker, Big Bass Splash, Immortal Romance 2, and over 1,000 more, with even bigger offers, like 100 free spins on Sweet Bonanza. Then play Incredible at 32 Red. 18 plus, gambler.org. New accounts only. Minimum £10 deposit. 10 times wagering. Max stakes apply. Visit 32red.com for full terms. On 1089 and 1053 medium wave. Online, on your mobile, and on your smart speaker. Talk Sport.
In the lens that is Darren Bed. Big thanks to Adam Smith for coming in. When we come back, we are building up to another big night of live football. There's so much of it across the TalkSport network. A reminder, of course, that here on TalkSport at 8:15 it kicks off. We'll build up for when we come through at 7. Getting live comms of West Ham against Man United over on TalkSport 2. Spurs take on Newcastle. We'll talk about that. When we come back, one of the questions we're asking is, who would you rather play for? 2 phones ring. One Spurs, one Newcastle. Same offer on the table. Who would you rather play for? 037170233. I've got also Newcastle Spurs. Who's tonight's game bigger for as well? Both of them have been having a dreadful time of late. That number again, 037170233. What a reminder, we'll have all the team news as well. So it's a real busy couple of hours. Still left to come on drive. And it's coming up right after the sport headlines. It's better.
TalkSport Sports Update with Trusted Trader. When it matters, get the job done marvellously well by a verified Trusted Trader professional. Talk Sport.
Good afternoon. Toxic. That's how Eddie Aluko regards the broadcasting space for her here in the UK.
I'm a fighter, I'm a resilient person, and I go, no, I've got, I want to say my opinion. But it's I don't feel welcome, and so that was my point earlier, that I don't really have a skin in the game anymore. I'm not trying to get people out of the way so I can get in.
The former England striker has come out fighting amid an ongoing row over TV punditry. Our very own Simon Jordan told her to her face she's lucky and entitled.
The sheer weight of entitlement that you seem to believe that you had with re-sink the Titanic, I think you've been quite fortuitous. I think because of initiatives like DEI, they've allowed people to be put into positions in the men's game that I don't think they've merited. And now that sort of seeds an attitude that you become stalwart in the women's game.
You can see the whole interview at talksport.com. On to tonight's action. Thomas Frank has defended his use of the word desperate, saying it is the feeling around Tottenham right now. Spurs host Newcastle, no defeat, coupled with a West Ham win over Manchester United, would see them just 3 points clear of danger. Club legend Clive Allen has told TalkSport Frank's right not to mince his words.
I understand his feeling because obviously we're on a terrible run of results in the Premier League, having not won for so many games. And yeah, I think we do need to win. I think we are now looking over our shoulder.
You can hear build up to Spurs Newcastle over on TalkSport 2 from 7. West Ham versus Manchester United is our live and exclusive commentary here on TalkSport. And Maro Itoje will captain England up at Murrayfield at the weekend. He replaces Alex Coles in the second row. Standing captain Jamie George drops to the bench with Luke Cowan-Dickie taking the number 2 jersey. Plenty more on the live blog at talksport.com.
Talk Sport. News
A teenage boy has been detained for 13 years for killing a 12-year-old in Birmingham, and 2 boys have been stabbed at a school in Brent in North London. There's more from Emma at past.
TalkSport weather with QuickFit. Get a free vehicle safety check at all of our 600 centres nationwide to keep you safe on the road. QuickFit. Drive away happy every time.
Outbreaks of rain this evening, the heaviest in eastern Scotland, windy in the northeast and southwestern parts.
On 10:59 and 10:53 a.m. and on your smart TV. TalkSport Drive. Navigate home with big names, big wheels, and force and brawn. TalkSport Drive. Get your drive on kicks on the M56.
Across the nation, you'll reach your destination.
TalkSport Drive.
Welcome back to another 2 of Andy Goldstein's Drive Time with your host, with the most, Andy Goldstein. Don't have a good about offence to it.
The Sol Campbell was massive.
I think it was massive, actually. Probably.
Yeah, no, the transfer fee was massive. I mean, that's his stand-up fee.
Yeah. What else was I talking about? You must have had a massive one. See?
Yeah.
You must have had a massive transfer. That's what,
Yeah, it's massive.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, massive transfer fees, yeah.
That's what I'm alluding to.
Well, that's fine.
So you have had a massive one?
Stand-up fee, yes.
Yeah. I'd love to have a massive. If I was a footballer, sorry. Still come will be asking whether Cole Barker should be a certain start of England, but now, what a night of football, building up to another huge night of Premier League action across the TalkSport network.
It's called Somerville with a header beyond the goalkeeper and in, and West Ham United lead. These scripts that we've seen so many times in teams that are under pressure.
Burnley 0, West Ham 2. Set towards Sheshko, and then Bruno Fernandes is there.
It's a completely different team. It's a completely different energy in the team.
Tottenham are on their worst run of the season. There's only one question. What happens next? Icardi runs! Once more for Newcastle United! That is a great goal! Element and Jai puts Everton in front. Brooks heading it in the goalkeeper. It's in! They've squeezed it in! Patrick Cole Palmer inside the first 37 minutes of this game. Put back again. Happy making that ball there. It's on the floor, and it is two.
United fans marching all together and marching up the table.
Yeah, well, that's a 7 to go. Adrian Dunn brings you a huge night of Premier League action across the TalkSport. Right, you can hear West Ham against Man United, 8:15. Got to change my journey home for that one. By downloading the free-to-download TalkSport app, you can pick between Chelsea against Leeds. Honestly, it's such a great night of football. Chelsea v Leeds, Everton v Bournemouth, or Spurs against Newcastle. All of those, by the way, at 7:30. Both sides, despite still being in the Champions League and really struggling in the Premier League, Spurs have won 2 matches in the league since October. Defeat tonight will certainly heighten the threat of relegation, whilst for Newcastle it's currently 1 win in 8 in all comps, with pressure firmly on Eddie Howe, speaking on the Breakfast Show earlier today. And of course, believe Spurs have to do something in the January transfer window.
We are aware that the January window, you think, you know, generally speaking, the level of player and the number of players you can get are better in the summer. But that said, I do take your point and agree with it, because just look at that treatment room at Tottenham. I mean, Thomas Frank needs help like you have no idea.
We talked about both clubs yesterday, actually. Who would you rather play for? I asked you that before, and you went, oh, I don't know about that. Who would you rather play for? Pardon me.
Well, I've played for Spurs before, so I know again.
Who are you getting?
Because I played for Spurs already.
What are you getting? You sound...
No, I've played there before, so about I know.
Okay, well,
and I won't play for Newcastle because I played for Sunderland.
Okay, so not you. What do
you want me to ask a question for somebody else?
Okay, let's just say that you're an agent. No, let's just say you're you, and your son is 18.
Yeah.
And the phone rings.
Where's he at now?
Coventry.
Okay, yes, there you are.
And the phone rings.
Stay here.
Non-league. There we are. The phone rings, and it's both clubs wanting his signature. The contract is exactly the same.
Yeah.
And he said, Dad, where should I go?
I said, listen, not to me, son. You make that decision.
Yeah, well, you're meant to be a great dad, you know. I'll play your son. I'll play your son.
So,
where you're from rugby. Hello, Dad.
I'm from where? At that joke.
Oh, yeah. You know rugby, I said.
No.
Hello, Dad. How's it going? I'll be your son. Hello. It's Milan.
He does speak
How do you speak?
It's normally.
All right. It's Milan.
Oh, hey, there you are.
You're good.
Hey, son.
I'm good, Dad. You all right?
Dad, joking, will you?
What's your head? Man United still not lost.
No. 10 years later. 5 years.
Yeah, that's a bit of a dilemma. Newcastle and Man United both struggling. Same deal.
Yeah.
What should I do?
Go to Man United, this is what you just said.
Sorry.
Yes. No, Man United were coming. No, Man United were coming.
Is that what? You never listen to me, Dan.
You said Man
I
United.
always speak to Mark.
Yeah.
You find out
You said Man
United.
He's got Man United. They're done.
There ain't no buttons to press. Newcastle United and Spurs have just spoke about. Same offer on the table.
That's a hard one because there's so much that goes into where you're going to move. I have to know that the.
Well, ask me, Dan. I've got it all here in front of me.
Okay, where are you going to be starting? Which club? What Newcastle? What's Eddie Howe said?
Exactly the same.
What's I'm going to start both teams?
No. The offer's exactly the same.
No,
So Rome say, if Spurs said, you're going to start on the bench, we see you playing long term, Newcastle say exactly the same.
I'll take Tottenham.
You go Spurs.
Yeah, because I've played there before, so that's one year back. And also take Sunderland, which are Newcastle's biggest rivals. So where is Sun? Go to Tottenham. But
You are voices, though.
No.
I understand the question.
Yeah, that's it. But they're both the exact same. So I can only go from the.
You've got affiliation, you've got connection to both. You're using that as your argument.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this question, then, right?
More.
No, I'm cleverly doing it. I'm never doing. Where do you think you're more likely to be more successful as a player? What club would you choose?
As a player?
Well, both you, not you.
Well, both you. One trophy is into the how long?
Yeah. So where do you think? Okay, who will win a trophy next before the other one?
Great question, that.
There you go. We've got it in the end, wasn't it? That's how you do it, Laurie.
Yeah.
That's how you grind your mum and dad down. Is it grind or yeah? That's how you grind your mum and dad down.
Is that Sanderson? That's
No, you're not talking to sons anymore, it's me.
Okay, yeah.
Natural radio.
We'll go to Tottenham. Because I've been there before. Because I'm associated to the club.
I've got something I'll ask you.
Yeah, I'm telling you my reasons as to why I'm doing that.
So you're choosing the club because you play, not because you... Who's going to win a trophy next?
Out of two.
Who's got more ambition? Who's got more potential? Well, there you go, there's the word. Who's got more potential?
When it feels, this is the problem that both teams have got. So Newcastle, they've got all the money in the world but can't spend it. Whereas Tottenham look like they've got all the money in the world and they can spend most because I think they're obviously a bigger club than Newcastle and they've got. Well, I think their PSR is.
You said that, not me.
What do you think? Who do you think you are?
Not the ex-pro, mate.
No, who do you think you are?
Well, let's do a scenario.
No, just yeah, no, see, no, that's not the question. But I just think for Spurs, it feels like PSR isn't as tightly wrapped around them as it is with Newcastle. So I think Tottenham.
So the answer is Spurs. After all of that, Spurs is the better club to go to at the moment.
I'm not talking about better, but I mean at the minute they're both.
You would choose Spurs. You would choose Spurs over Newcastle.
Oh, well, yeah, because I played for Sunderland. So
if you had,
no, I have. So
I can't. You've chosen. You.
Yeah. Well, you answer it.
Choose.
Yeah, you're Spurs fan, though, aren't you?
Oh, that's right. Yes, I choose Spurs as well. Yeah. Right alongside you. Probably keep you out of two. Like Burp myself when you probably.
MT is a secret fan of Spurs.
Well done, Jack. Is that what you're pursuing with it? Where's he got?
Remember when he used to come on our show?
Does he still do talkable stuff?
Yeah.
Why have we seen him? Oh, Max has just walked in at exactly the right time. Where's the man you're pursuing? Why is he going behind Jordan? Oh, they've got more money. Who do you think there's more pressure on tonight out of the two managers?
Thomas Frank.
Okay. And the reason you say that, but Eddie Howe's come out recently and said, if I feel as though I'm off, so...
How many Newcastle fans have had maybe one or two, maybe, at push, saying, no, Eddie Howe's the right man. And you've got to think what he's done in a short space of time. I gave you they finished your positions yesterday, what, 4th, 7th and 5th. Like, Newcastle should be finishing above that. That is, I think, outstanding. And they've won a cup, and they've been in the Champions League. So I think...
So why do you think Spurs is a better place to go?
I'm just thinking of me personally.
But take a step away from the equation. You understand the question,
yeah.
Right? With that in mind, I think Newcastle playing Champions League football.
I genuinely think it's a pivotal point. There's two clubs.
Right now, Newcastle's probably the better club to go to.
And I think it comes down to personal preference. Because they're both... And anyhow, the problem Newcastle have got is that they get to a certain point, a certain level, and then it feels like they can't go any further because, again, PSR, and then other clubs take their best players. Like, he would have wanted to sell Alexandria that, but I know Liverpool came in and he wanted to go. But it just feels like all their players get to a certain point. Yeah, like,
those clubs are... I hear that phrase a lot.
Yeah, the Spurs managed to keep their side together for a long time, by the way.
Yeah.
Like Kane should have gone, let's be honest, way before he did. But he then managed to keep hold of him. They kept hold of Bell until they got world record fee. they kept running Modric. Do you know what I mean? So they managed to keep their players to and that was David Levy, by the way. And that's where, if you're not a Spurs fan, you have to go fair play to him because he wouldn't let no player just walk out the door for nothing.
Yeah, weeks to that. Spurs beat Newcastle last on the TalkSport Network.
Newcastle.
What score?
2-1.
I mean, that'd be devastating, Tommy. Tottenham fans, Newcastle fans, you can answer the question: who would you rather play for? Same deals on the table. Who wins tonight? And which manager out of the two has got more pressure and needs that win? 03717223344, and that's the number you dial if you want to have your say next live on Drive on TalkSport.
Can you add some butter?
It's a new season. The fans are back, and so is Coral's free reward shaker with bigger football rewards. The half and half scarfers shake up decisively for once. They've backed a super boost. Next to that, the Ford Sandwich Brigade. Oh, they've shaken up a free bet after that free lunch. Play Coral's free reward shaker to win bigger guaranteed daily rewards and offers this season. Coral, we're here for it.
18 plus UK Max one reward offer prepared today, 8 AM to 8 PM. Reward restrictions and T's and C's apply. GambleAware.org.
So, for my pension investment, should I pay a fixed fee or a percentage fee? A percentage fee will get bigger as my pension grows. For interactive investors, flat fee will stay the same, meaning I get to keep the money I make. Obviously.
It's raining.
For over 500,000 investors, the penny's dropped. A rich recommended personal pension provider for 4 years running. Interactive investor. I think they're 4II. Remember, when investing, your capital is at risk.
You belong here. Next to me, about to jump into the sea on an army coast-steering expedition. What's your gut saying? Walk away from the edge? Or jump in and join a team that will be by your side for life? Still listening? You belong here. Army, recruiting now. Search Army jobs.
Tonight's Euro Millions jackpot is £33 million.
I think that deserves a whoop whoop. Thank you, faraway person. Get in tonight's Euro Millions draw. Play on that.
Estimated jackpot. Account terms, rules and procedures apply. Players and the engine driver.
Yorkshire tea, where everything's done proper. Yorkshire tea, brew strength made at your own discretion. Boiled water not included. All months. Milk in second, always. For exceptions visit, no chance. Not ever, ever. Best stir clockwise, except on Tuesdays. Can accept no responsibility for squeezed tea bags left on countertop. Refer to box for details. Best stir with a spoon, not your finger. Maybe enjoyed outside Yorkshire. Sheep on front of box not included. Norris small cottage, Norris sky. We don't know what the quickest score was. The best results, drink. Make it take hot liquid. Blimey.
Love that feeling when a game just clicks? At Virgin Bet, you'll find all your favourites in one place. Classic casino games and hundreds of the most exciting slots. And it's a good bet you'll love our new member welcome offer. Just join, wager at least £10 on slots within 7 days of signing up and get 100 free spins to get you started. Virgin Bet, a good bet. Use free spins on selected games in 7 days. Value varies. Terms and exclusions apply. 18 plus. Bet responsibly. GambleAware.org.
TalkSport Travel with Subway, official title partner of the Women's League Cup. Search for Barclays WSL Football on YouTube to watch live games. Results.
Away for the M5 South in Somerset, Bridgewater South Taunton, junction 24-25. There's repair work blocking a couple of lanes. Also laying down anti-clockwise M25 Surrey, where their junction 9 was a broken down vehicle. Also broken down car affecting the eastbound M4 around Berkshire and Buckinghamshire and back to London just before the M25. Junction 4B. There's a big delay in the West Midlands trying to come out of Birmingham. 2 lanes closed, Aston Expressway in absence after Dartmouth Circus towards the M6. I'm Simon Jones.
Claim of truth. I had 8 lanes ready to take my new laptop, but then 2 errors. That's how it's done. Imagine if everything was that easy. Like teaching little Johnny to play with the coder. Oh, these are beautiful things.
Direct line. That's how it's done. Theft and accidental loss claims up to £3,000. Cover limits apply. Personal possessions cover needed for items outside the home.
It's a week bursting with live Premier League football on the TalkSport Network. Tuesday night, hear 4 live games at the same time. From 7:30, Chelsea face Leeds
On Talk Radio.
Everton play Bournemouth on the TalkSport app. It's a top-level Tuesday night of live Premier League football on the TalkSport network.
I like it. I don't know what genre this is. It's not blues, is it? Oh, it's blues. I like it. Blues Day, yeah? Blues Tuesday. Blues Day. This is John Talksport with me and Coach That's how quickly, yeah. Can't. I mean, it just, just come around some fun with the Talksport just quickly. Crystal Palace and boss Oliver Glasner has confirmed that Jean-Philippe Mateta does not need surgery, but will be out for a period of time. Let's take yeah, you're right. Till when, mate? Let's take your call, shall we? Tottenham fans, how you bring ahead of tonight's game, who you rather play for, etc. You know the rules. By the way, that game is live on the TalkSport network tonight. If you don't have the TalkSport, go download. It's absolutely free. All of tonight's games are on the TalkSport network. So Man United is live. They're away at the last stand against West Ham. It's live on TalkSport here. We'll go up to that one. It starts at 8:15. The other games are all 7:30 kickoffs, and they'll all be on the app. So no excuse not to listen to any of the football tonight. Mark is a Spurs fan. Hi, Marky Mark.
Hi guys. Thanks for having me on. First time caller. Good afternoon to you, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, Mark.
I just wanted to say thank you. I just wanted to. Everyone calls me that.
Is that not your name, Mark?
It's Mark, but everybody calls me Marky Mark for some absurd reason. But anyway.
Hold on. Do you not know why?
New kids on the block.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I'm not going to know that, right? Okay. So, okay, I get it. Anyway, I just wanted to say that, and sort of to like both your questions. Number one, if I would have the choice to play for Spurs or Newcastle, given the location, the grandeur of the stadium, the facilities, I would want to go Tottenham. And also,
you're a Tottenham fan. You're a Tottenham fan.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying. No, I'm not saying that. I would caveat that with, if we had everyone fit, if everyone was on the table, available, fit, ready to go, we would never, ever be in this mess.
I agree.
Never. No, a million Sundays. Postecoglou had, I don't know, decimated with injury. I mean, I think that was probably more his training method. He had the same problem as well. Similar problem in Bix at Celtic, with people pulling hamstrings all over the place because of the way he used to train them. I don't think Thomas Frank is the right man for the job. I never did. I think we're very backwards, sideways.
Who was the right man for the job?
If I was...
Yeah.
This is where I have the issue. I don't think anyone had instilled the mentality, and this is a big thing, as a manager, than Pochettino. The mentality that those players had, he coached them within an inch of their lives, and they were brilliant.
Yeah, so you had it at first with Conte, when you got top four, everyone was going, wow, what a change this is.
Yeah, but I don't know, temperament manager, there's something, I remember Pochettino was saying, we're playing games, every sort of, twice a week, sometimes, 3 in 10 days. We need to recover the players. Yeah? Look after the players. What are they doing at Tottenham? What are they doing? Right? Baffles me. Right?
The injury situation would bother me as well, because I don't understand how listen, it can be unlucky. It could be coincidence, but they have got so many injuries. Again.
Thanks before we go to Jeff in Newcastle. Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Coach, how you doing?
Are you a J or a G?
I'm with a J, spelled properly.
Oh, is it frowned upon the other spelling?
Oh, I don't know. I just like to think that, fewer letters, more efficient.
Okay. Who are you named after, Jeff? I'm always curious when a Jeff comes on. Who are you named after? Anyone famous?
Not that I'm aware of.
Have you never asked
I used to play cricket, so I could make up these weird famous... I never asked my parents. No, I think they were just lazy, to be honest. They didn't give me a middle name, so, I think it's been very efficient as well.
Jeff's a very it is a lazy name, isn't it, Jeff?
I mean, I sort of feel like I'm being interviewed here now, Andy. You know, I'm going to admit to that on national radio now.
You are being interviewed.
You're off to all on the shop in a minute, aren't you?
You tell us in 100 words why Newcastle are the better team to play for than Spurs.
Well, I think your previous caller just answered it there. They've gone through so many managers. They're so inconsistent. You know, you move to Spurs, you're probably going to have 3 managers in the first 18 months, and then who knows where you'll be. At Newcastle, you'll get that consistency of manager, consistency of leadership. We play under what I think is probably one of the top 3 managers in the Premier League. And we'll get them to grow and develop. And
Who's top 3?
Eddie.
No, he's not.
Top 3 manager in the Premier League.
He's not.
You don't believe that?
Oh, I do. I mean,
Is he better than Pep? Is he better than Pep?
No, Pep's not the long
Is he better than Arteta?
Oh, no, I think Arteta's unproven. I reserve judgment on Arteta.
Okay, I'll move on. Is he better than Unai Emery?
Unai Emery, the other one, I'd have him and Eddie as 2A and 2B. They'd be my ones. I think they're close. Other than that, better than a lot.
You think he's better than David Moyes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oliver Glasner?
Oliver Glasner, he's done a good job. It's difficult to know. I think until Glasner's been gone to a top 5 team, then we'll see.
Better than
He's
Slot?
got to be in the conversation.
Is he better than Slot on the Premier League in his first season?
How's the second season going? Having spent $250,000.
How's your second season going?
Yeah, well, not thinking. But you know what? I think it's really. I think it's important that we stick with Eddie, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
What genuinely really worries me is it could be a wee pack of cards, and we could be where Palace are if we're not careful.
What, FA Cup winners?
Bit of a perfect storm.
What, FA Cup with Community Shield winners?
Yeah, well, we take that, but you know, in terms of things falling down now, where you know, Tonali decides he wants to go back to Italy, Bruno decides to go, England tap Eddie on the shoulder post World Cup, and go, we'll pick that up, and then the one that really terrifies me is, you know, sooner or later, our owners are going to turn around and go, actually, if we can't spend all this money that's burning a hole in our pocket, we'll go and find a club in another country with looser financial rules where we can play football manager in the way that we want to. And I really fear if that kind of happens, we could be facing a perfect storm in the summer, which is why Newcastle have the consistency and leadership. Yes, a top 3 manager in the Premier League, and that's why, whoever you are, you should want to go to Newcastle to further your career.
Good answer. I like that. That's from Jeff with a J. Still to come, we're having some fun with the best of Talk Sport, but first it's something no good, isn't it?
Someone said that Marky Mark wasn't in New Kids on the Block. It was his brother, Donny.
Donny Mark.
Donny Wahlberg.
Marky Mark is Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yeah, well, I think he was there briefly at the start.
He was in there, yeah.
No, only for...
All eyes.
No, only for briefly, I think.
Marky Mark was in back, was it NC?
What? New Kids on the Block? No, I think he was just briefly, maybe a month.
Was he in it?
Yeah, at the start.
There you go, was in it?
He was his brother, Donny.
We've been talking about Spurs and Newcastle, or Newcastle, depending on how you say. We want to know who's the only player, get anything with only player to score a hat-trick for both clubs. Probably like that.
Who?
Spurs and Newcastle.
That's a great question, man.
It's not Genola.
Okay.
The answer to that more comes just after this.
Listen up, football fans. BetMGM brings Vegas entertainment to the biggest games and the biggest names. Because when it comes to betting on football, we're in a league of our own, baby. Offers? Oh, you know we got offers. Like bet £10 and get £40 in free bets. BetMGM. It's showtime. New customers only. Wagering requirements and conditions apply. 18 plus. Please gamble responsibly.
In a world of noise and uncertainty, IG is the investment platform that backs you. Take our flexible stocks ISA, which gives you the freedom to withdraw funds anytime and replace them in the same tax year, all without losing your £20,000 tax-free allowance. And if that's not enough, pay no commission on your stocks, shares and ETFs when you invest with IG. IG. Trade, invest, progress. Your capital's at risk, other fees may apply. Tax treatment depends on individual circumstances and is subject to change.
Love game shows? Then here's a question for you. Where can you play exclusive ITV slots like Britain's Got Talent, The Cube, and I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? Easy, only at 32 Red. Join to get 100 free spins, sweet bananas. Play incredible at 32 Red. smartgambleware.org. New accounts only. Minimum £10 deposit. 10 times wagering. Max stakes apply. Visit 32red.com for full terms.
Ticket, please. Thank you. Tickets, please, madam.
Sure, let me just... Oh, this jacket's got so many pockets.
No rush.
Got it on eBay. Vintage. One of a kind.
I just need your ticket, madam.
Couldn't find it anywhere. Then, ta-da! eBay. Total bargain.
That's nice. But I still need to see your ticket.
With great deals on things you love, you can't help but say when it's eBay. Things people love.
He buys a BG socket, adds his details online, and there it is. That's an instant win, and he could be going to Miami. Spend £20 or more on BG electrical products and upload your proof of purchase before the end of April. There are 300 instant prizes to be won, plus entry into a prize draw to win 2 tickets to this summer's football in Miami, including travel and accommodation. Enter now at scorewithbg.co.uk. 18 plus, UK only. Conditions apply.
Sports. It's in your DNA. And at Spread Exports, we want you to gamble responsibly. Set sportsbook deposit limits to help stay in control of your spending. Use our handy fixed odds timeout feature, which allows you to take a break when you need it. At Spread Exports, our safer gambling tools are designed to let you play within your limits and gamble responsibly. Visit spreadex.com/DNA. Spread Exports. It's in our DNA. 18 plus gambleware.org. Talk Sport News.
Good evening with the latest news headlines. I'm Emma Smith. A 15-year-old who killed a 12-year-old in a random attack will spend at least 13 years in custody. Leo Ross was stabbed whilst walking home from school in Birmingham last January. The court heard the defendant had serious mental health issues. Mr Justice Chowdhury says he didn't seem to accept full responsibility for his actions.
This also suggested that you've expressed some remorse for your actions. However, it appears to me that you still lack even the most basic insight into your actions. You might say you were sorry, but it does not appear to me that you really understand what that means.
Leo's mother called him the sweetest, most kind-hearted boy. 2 boys have been stabbed at a school in Brent in North London. Police say they've identified a suspect, a teenage boy, and are trying to locate him. It looks like we've got more days of rain ahead of us, 10 in fact. Nearly 100 flood warnings were in place across England. A masked gang posing as police has blown the doors from an armoured van in a heist straight out of the Italian job. Motorist videos in southern Italy show the men with Kalashnikovs before making a dramatic escape. And Claudia Winkleman's joining Channel 4's Crofts lineup. The Traitors presenter will host the dog show alongside Claire Balding. Winkleman says she absolutely loves dogs and is turning up with her pockets rammed with treats.
Talk Sport with Bostik. If you're looking for a professional grade sealant that offers technologically advanced performance, choose Bostik Pro Sealants.
Could Spurs really be relegated this season? And United look to make it 5 out of 5 at West Ham. Ben has more at 6.
Only one radio heavyweight brings you unbeatable, canvas-thumping coverage of the biggest bouts in world boxing. Talk Sport. Go the distance with unparalleled ringside commentary of the biggest boxing showdowns. The 2 tough-talking boxing shows, Fight Night and Fight Night Extra. Plus, get total knockout content on our world-class boxing podcast and dedicated YouTube channel. Available now, and it's all for free. Talk Sport and Talk Sport 2, your home for boxing. The nation's ultimate get-home sports machine, Talk Sport Drive.
This would be on Twitch for me anyway, too. Darren Bentley's body popping. Could you body pop back in the day?
No, I couldn't.
You don't do that? No, I want to do it. Could you body? Could you like spin on your head or break dance or any of that? No. I don't know if you might be too young for this, although you might go, oh yeah, I remember it, but back in my day, this is nuts. At school, I swear to you, this is true, kids, used to bring in a roll of lino, so at lunchtime, on the hardened floor, they could break stuff.
I think it used to be like cardboard, what people do cardboard, yeah.
But your kids would be cut into school with roll up bits of lino, like they just had their kitchen done, they're walking with lino.
Do you ever go?
So, I've got no reason I can't do that.
Yeah, that's been, you're spinning your head, don't you, really?
I can't, still you've got to be quite sort of
neck.
mobile.
Fuck neck as well. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's in a nightclub.
They would do
They would do like spinning on their end when you might. You did well, Willie did.
No, breakdance was the book.
Was
that in the Olympics? The Australian, was it the Australian breakdance? Breakdance was awful. No, it's funny though.
Imagine having a gold for body popping. Do you think we'll ever see like PlayStation games in the Olympics?
Yeah, they do esports, don't they?
Do you think
Don't in the Olympics, but I know esports big.
You think so? Yeah. If you had to train, you had 3 years to train at any event, it doesn't have to be Olympic, and then they're going to make that an Olympic event. So you've got a chance of winning gold. What would you go for?
I don't even know. That's a great.
Do you know?
No, it's hard that.
You can make up an event. Like you might say, drinking.
No, what do you do? I don't know. I think that's a question.
Yeah.
But just mad is I played with a guy called David Myle at.
I remember it.
Yeah, Sunderland.
Yeah.
And mate, he turned himself into one of the best players in the UK at FIFA. Like one of the top 10. I think maybe even in the world. Like he's
what when he was playing football?
He was playing football. Like, and
that's ironic. So he wasn't actually, but
he was honestly FIFA. Like, but I remember playing against him at the start when he was like good.
Yeah.
And then he just turned himself into honestly some lunatic in terms of football. And I remember saying to him, like, how do you get so good? He said, and he's right when I think about it. He said there's certain like glitches in the game. So like from a certain area, if you shoot every time it will go in, and it's just learning those positions and the way that the game plays.
Yeah.
But he was unbelievable. Like, he's like bang, 3 buttons in the net.
yeah, it's insane.
Incredible.
Insane.
Good guy as well. It's a really good guy.
Before the break, I asked the question we were talking about Spurs Newcastle, who's only playing to scratch it for both clubs, playing capital setup. Just getting out my car, is it? And he said the answer, and he was right. I said, you're nearly right, because he got it nearly wrong.
What's Sir Les?
Yeah, he said, Les Ferdinand, and I went, no. Sir Les Ferdinand.
Yeah, correct. I'm trying to think who else in that. No, Genova's one. Who else in that?
I've just done that to me. Who's played for Newcastle and Spurs? Stephen Carr.
Yeah, but someone would get a hat-trick. That's what I'm saying.
You said a fullback, he never scored a hat-trick.
I'm not saying that, but...
Danny Butterfield, for Crystal Palace, scored a hat-trick in the Premier League, did he?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's not.
In the Championship. Right. Just because your team win the Championship, jeez, Joe.
I think Lee Davies done it, you know.
What if Dennis Irwin scored? I think he did. There's your question for 6:30. What player, what fullback has scored? Or even defenders must have done that.
I tell you, I know it's not in this league.
Go on.
But I tell you for a fullback, his numbers, I think I heard it over the weekend.
Yeah.
I think he's got 145 career goals, right? Like, is it James Tavernier? Is it from Rangers?
Yeah.
He plays right back.
So, okay, he's obviously taking 3 kicks and penalties.
But he's got 145
That's the
goals.
same number.
I heard it on the radio, I thought, that can't be right now. 145 or something.
It's not high as well.
Is it James? Is Tavernier?
Yeah, he said that, yeah. It's not that long a distance, but when I heard it, I was a bit like, you know, we played Spurs that weekend, we beat them. That was the first time in 4 years we beat them, home or away.
Yeah, I remember him absolutely ripping to pieces.
I was like, when whoever the contact was, he said that, and I obviously got that wrong. Looked at it, I was like, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, but before that, you probably beat Spurs at least 10 years.
Spurs up and down, right?
Yeah.
We would have beaten them once in 4 years.
Ruben Amorim,
Ruben Amorim, yeah.
He's dead team, aren't they?
We'll take 11 hard, mate. Tim Campbell got to the Cole Palmer is star for England. But earlier today, former Lioness forward Ellie Aluko joined White and Jordan and restarted a debate surrounding the presence of male pundits in women's football. Now presenter Laura Woods criticised her viewpoint, which prompted a response from Aluko.
Laura was actually one of the people that I would consistently go to. We got on like a house on fire, and I'd consistently go to her and say, how do you think it went? You know, what do you think? How did it go? Again, I'm that person, right? Laura consistently, and I had to look at the messages yesterday and think, hold on, I feel a bit gaslit here. Laura consistently said to me, I think you're a brilliant broadcaster. I think you're a brilliant pundit, right? So I think there's a little bit of serving her argument at this point, which I respect. Listen, she doesn't agree, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think there's an insinuation in there that you don't meet the standard. And again, I have to... I work too hard for people to just conclude that because you're not seeing me on screen, I'm not good enough. That's not true.
We could both have our say on that if you want. I don't know if you do, I haven't spoken to you about it. I'm going to say something ever so briefly about it. Me personally, I'm not really comfortable with the witch hunt that has, I feel, gone on against her. She's been through a lot, right? She obviously she obviously backs herself, and there's nothing wrong with that. Rightly or wrongly, right, for whatever reason she's not used anymore, right, look, she still feels she's got it. She obviously feels let down by people above her that would be booking her, producers, directors, etc. She also feels let down by colleagues. Rightly or wrongly, I mean, it takes balls to come into a studio, certainly Simon Jordan's backyard, and have it out with him, right? It's very difficult. I see a lot of the comments, the majority of the comments on social media feeds, not just from TalkSport, but everyone she seems to go, and they're all negative, some are quite vile, and it doesn't sit comfortably with me, but I admire her for coming on and talking about what she perceives to be people that have let her down. She's been wronged in the industry.
Do you know what it is? It makes me feel incredibly uneasy with like I said to you earlier about, because as you said there, you can have an opinion on someone's punditry. Now, what I will say, whether you like or you don't, that comes down to personal preference in terms of whether you think she's a good pundit or not. Now, a lot of the comments that I see about any aren't anything to do with punditry, right? So that's the first thing that you've got to separate from that.
I agree.
If people are not just attacking her in terms of her punditry, because let's be honest, I've heard her say things on various platforms which, in terms of the game, that I don't agree with, and I might be like, okay, that's a bit strange, or I don't quite agree with it. But also, in the next breath, I've heard other male pundits say something similar, and no one says anything, right? So that's why I'm like, well, hold on, it's a little bit double standards there. I do think it's tough for her because it just feels like she has got no backup whatsoever. It feels like it's open season now. Whether people want to say she calls it herself, I do respect the fact that she's kind of got herself forward to do these interviews, because at the end of the day, if no one's going to back her, then she's got to back herself. She has to, because again, I made the analogy earlier, it almost feels like she's in the corner, her hands are behind her back, and people are just punching her over. Like it's horrible to see. Listen, I hope it gets resolved sooner rather than later, because as I said, we've both spent time with her. I know her. And she's a good person. Like the person that I know, and I don't know her as well as maybe others, but all the time I've spent with her, she's been quite pleasant in my company. But it just feels horrible, and that just goes to that could be anyone. But I just don't like the fact when you've got one person who feels like she's taking on the world, and there's no back. And even people, as you just said there, people feel like I had her back, and they're in her corner. They're almost not helping the situation by making it kind of open season on her as well. So. I hope she's got the right support network around her. I hope that she's got people that maybe we haven't seen yet that are out there trying to help her and give her a little bit of comfort, because I don't mean it's not nice to see. It's horrible to see. As I said, you can't help but go to the comments, and 99.5% of the comments are negative. And again, they're not talking about punditry. No. They're talking about other things which I can't stand to see.
Yeah, I agree with you. You can watch the full interview across the TalkSport YouTube channel. You can have your view. Right, let's go back to this evening's Premier League action. You can hear Everton against Bournemouth. It's live on the free-to-download TalkSport app. The top league are currently 8th in the table, and a win. This is remarkable. It's in the leapfrog their rivals Liverpool in the table and strengthen their hopes of finishing in Europe. Betty, what have you made of David Moyes since he returned to Everton? Because I think it's fair to say when he went there, it was perfect timing for his new stadium. And I think for a club in the Premier League with longevity, Everton are probably the biggest underachieving sleeping giants we have. Yeah. Right? Why? So Tony Benny would agree with me. Tony Benny would agree with me. I'm saying they're a massive club and they've been underachieving. Right? When I grew up competing in Everton are winning league titles, they're winning FA Cups, they're winning Europe as well. And all of a sudden their form just fell off the cliff, as it does over decades with different teams. But their fans are desperate for success. They've got a brand new stadium now. They've always, for as long before Redbull, been living in the shadows of Liverpool Football Club. Now all of a sudden, a win tonight sees them leapfrog Liverpool and open up the door to European football next season. It's very exciting now for Everton.
Yeah, it's such a mad one, because you always think, like, and as you said, listen, I'm a little younger than you, so, like, and I think it was enough on the one track, but I remember the Paul Rideout header when they beat you in the cup final, 93 or 94, 95. And I remember it, great header, right out! I remember the commentary. So, in my eyes, when I think of massive football club, like, and if you, it depends on generations, right? So if you're 30 and under, you're like, what? You don't know.
You've got to get leagues on a big club.
No,
if you want it to massive.
Exactly. So I think a lot of it comes down to that. But for what they've been having the last few seasons before they were ground up, I mean, they've feels like they've been fighting relegation for a long time now. But this season, with the squad that he's assembled, I do like what they're doing. I mean, some of their performances this season, whether it be James Garner, who's brilliant this season, Tarkowski and Michael Keane, those guys have come back, and those two I think have been Jude Revolt, Bridge, those injured, Iliman and Dye. I think they've had. I know the strike situation is almost week-to-week basis.
Obviously, we would count them with the league now.
Yeah.
You sort of think that'd be perfect for Everton. Right?
It would be, but I think sometimes you need a fresh start. But the team that he's kind of made, I think they've been fantastic. They're hard to beat, hard to play against. I mean, if they could finish, I think top 10 is brilliant for everyone, considering where they've been. If they're going to get themselves into Europe, what the job he's done there. But you're right, he's the perfect man for the job. I remember playing against David Moyes back in the day, when he had the likes of Jack Yelka and Leighton Baines, Tony Hibbert, best channel ball in football, Tim Cahill, Arteta's done their famous Patrick Vieira once a little later, Louis Osman, Stephen Pienaar. Their team, you could name it, and it was so hard to play.
You will pick itself.
It will pick itself. So if he gets him in the top 10, fair play to him.
Another win for them tonight. Everything has formed is live and exclusively free on the TalkSport app from 7:30 tonight, as well as the rest of tonight's Premier games. How will that one go, DB?
You know what? I can see it 2-2 or 1-1.
Really?
Yeah. Well, why would you surprise me?
Just think they're on a roll at the moment.
Well, neither team have been beaten their last time.
That's true. Everton will put listen, I think if you've got an Everton team, it's at home, right, for Everton?
Yeah.
Right, if you've got an Everton team, no, we Bournemouth was surprised. Bournemouth went on a bit of a dip about 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, they keep losing
around.
Yeah.
Oh my
they lost their best player.
Yeah.
So, you're not going to be a good game. You're going to watch this game tonight?
No, of course not. I was not telling you, I'll be listening on the free channel.
What was it listen and watch?
What? I'll be watching Man United scrape of, no, not scrape, we're talking about comfortably beat West Ham. That's the problem. Newcastle's got this game, look too much football, so we can't watch. And when we come back, the best bits of TalkSport in an item we've decided to call the best, bits of TalkSport,
All of the action, Zappers and odds, whatever your passion. Build your own bet on the small Punjabi, and there's live in-play betting if you're late to the party. Sign up is easy on all your devices. Exclusive promotions and bet boosted prices. Hunters are sharing this tip. Get the king of the app pack. TalkSport bet is a hit. 18 plus. Gambleware.org.
Moving on. Right, enough of that. How about Yorkshire tea, where everything's done proper?
In a world of noise and uncertainty, IT is the investment platform. Take our flexible stocks ISA, which gives you the freedom to withdraw funds anytime and replace them in the same tax year, all without losing your £20,000 tax-free allowance. And if that's not enough, pay no commission on your stocks, shares and ETFs when you invest with IG. IG. Trade, invest, progress. Your capital and risk, other fees may apply. Tax shield depends on individual circumstances and is subject to change.
It's the last chance to get yourself a ticket for Wednesday's Lotto draw.
It could be you.
Lotto from the National Lottery. Rules and procedures apply. Players must be 18 or over.
He buys a BG Stockix, adds his details online, and there it is. That's an instant win, and he could be going to Miami. Spend £20 or more on BG electrical products and upload your proof of purchase before the end of April. There are 300 instant prizes to be won, plus entry into a prize draw to win 2 tickets to this summer's football in Miami, including travel and accommodation. Enter now at scorebwithbg.co.uk. 18 plus, UK only. Conditions apply. We got it at Selco. There's a reason why the trade go to Selco Builders Warehouse. It's because we've got trade prices on everything for the job whenever you need it. This month, get a real deal on 12mm Hardy Backer tiling boards, only £10.50 each. See online for more great offers on over 70 products across joinery, plastering, building, flooring, decorating and more. Or visit your local Selco today. Price
It's in your DNA. That's why at Spread Sports you get great offers and features to aid your sports betting, including £30 in free bets when you join and place a qualifying £10 fixed odds bet at minimum odds of 1 to 2. Visit spreadx.com/DNA for full terms and conditions. SpreadX Sports. It's in our DNA. 18 plus gambleware.org. Cards and bets not be cashed out early. 1 second get free £10 fixed odds bets on consecutive days. With bet stakes not included in any winnings. With that happy friends and your game.
Sport Travel with Subway, official travel partner of the Women's League Cup. All tickets now at wsmfootball.com/Marmor.
Triple A is Somerset, Fulham 5 South, Bridgewater County Taunton, Junction 2425 is emergency repair work. Construction Pentagon West Island 2, Gillingham to Chatham, Junction 43. Along the lane 12 on Scotland M25, along Reigate M23, Junctions 8 to 7, the Euston Ferry. The one blocks going out to Birmingham, P48 to Subway. Looking from bottom, 12 to the M6 to get to Junction. Along the way to the M6, Northern Stretcher Total Pilot, Junction 2021. And some James.
Very true. Friday when you're ready to get my new laptop within 2 hours. That's how it's done. Imagine everything was that easy. Like teaching little Johnny to play his recorder. Oh, he's a musical genius.
Direct Line. That's how it's done. Theft and accidental loss claims up to £3,000. Cover limits apply. Personal possessions cover needed for items outside the home.
It's a massive weekend for my Premier League football on the TalkSport network.
Tuesday night here, 4 live games at the same time.
At 7:30, Spurs face Newcastle, live on TalkSport 2. And at 8:15, West Ham take on Man United, live on TalkSport.
It's a tense Tuesday night of...
I wonder what that was explaining.
Honestly, whoever works in the building and is responsible for all these cables under the Z, I'm going to fall over and break my neck soon, so you might want to get up here before I do that. Right? Where there's claim, there's a claim. Stuart on TalkSport, me, Andy Goldstein, Darren Bent, Phil Campbell, have team news from all of the 7:30 kick-offs in the Premier League tonight. Just quickly, Chelsea reportedly, the ladies club to be linked with a move for Julian Alvarez.
Seen that.
He'd be great for them.
Yeah?
He'd be
It
great.
could be better Arsenal.
You can't, mate. You just spent 65 million on a geezer that covers his face. And a little mask on my face like Batman.
That's what we're on.
Right, time for this. Yes, I'm the best football friends. We're around the two time moments from across football. Why don't we start with our show? Yesterday on Drive Time, we were joined by the Ledge from the world of rock and roll. Noel Gallagher was on. He discussed being awarded the Songwriter of the Year award by the Brits.
I mean, we sold a million records last year. We didn't even get off the couch. And I'm not sure there's a songwriter that can match that. But you know, if anybody's got a problem with it, meet me there. We'll have it out on the carpet. Any of those wet white songwriting teams, all 11 of them, want to write a song between a lot of them, we'll have it out on the red carpet up there. So we've got it.
What's the strangest award you've ever won, DVD?
Back in the day, my first season at Charlton, I won the Nuts. Remember that magazine?
Yeah.
Nuts, Young Player of the Year. I didn't know they were giving out football away.
You still got it?
Yeah, I think you there.
Why are you bringing more? You were leaving? Yeah.
John,
Start bringing so many trophies in.
I'll go in individual ones, not too many team ones. But
Yeah, that'd be nice if we leave them out there.
You mean show the Nuts on? I'll bring the Nuts on.
Yeah, bring nuts on the desk. The award, I mean. Make sure you subscribe to the TalkSport YouTube channel where you can find our entire chat with Noel Gallagher and thousands of other fantastic interviews.
When you ask me out to it, alright, I'm really good. Over to 3 minutes ago, his company's talking about a famous hijacker, DB Cooper.
This is unbelievable.
He goes in, he then boards the plane, he's travelling light, he's just got like a briefcase. Travelling light, he gets on the plane.
What's giving us in the case?
No.
Did we ever find out?
Yeah.
Okay, let me find out. Good question, though, isn't it?
Yeah, good, really good question. So what he does, he goes in, he sits at the back of the aeroplane, and he orders a bourbon or ice, right? A bourbon or bourbon. Bourbon or bourbon.
What's the biscuit in it?
Oh, yeah.
He ordered a biscuit and ice on.
I didn't carry the two. Honestly, you've got to download it.
Hey, seriously,
It's
bourbon, bourbon on ice.
Right, okay. Spell bourbon.
B-O.
That's it, is it?
What's your top three?
The boat's got the sun.
Okay, brilliant.
You went to BR.
So I'm supposed to down into that.
No.
Walking biscuits or burgers?
I'm not one man, but down there, your face, alright?
What's your top three biscuits?
Unbelievable question. What's the ones that we talked about the other day?
Malta milk.
Right, they're in there. I'm going to put Maryland cookie in there for old time's sake.
Oh.
And I'm going to miss one out. I want to put hobnobs in, it's too obvious. I'll go for the ones that have got the word nice on them. Okay, they've got their little bit of sugar sprinkled over. Do you know them? Yeah, like it's that big biscuit, but yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. All right. Well, so you can check out H&J's podcast. It's a podcast from new episodes drop every single week. So make sure you check out H&J's.
21 minutes to go. By the way, one that downloaded today gets they get a free mansion by the water for legal reasons. So it's fine. Let's finish with a piece of Talksport royalty from our sister station Talksport Go. It's Big Alan Brazil discussing the comedian Bob Monkhouse.
You're absolutely right. You left with no doubt that Monkhouse was a giant.
Yeah, sure. No, absolutely. What about Bob's health now?
He died at Christmas.
Yeah, I think Mr. was always just looking a little bit back there rather than forward. I have two different versions of it, to be honest. Two different versions, I was told. Yeah, two different versions and one without, you know.
Two different versions. One version is alive, one is dead. That's unbelievable. These are Jack's questions. If you could bring one celebrity back from the dead, who would you pick?
Michael Jackson.
Yes, so strange. Who's the most embarrassing, or when's the most embarrassing you've ever been?
The most embarrassing I've ever been.
In the book room went out. Every Sunday.
Jack, can I please answer my question?
Hey, Jack, got it. Very shoulders looking good today.
Most embarrassed I've been is,
yeah.
I don't know, it could be anything back in the day, wasn't it?
What's your favourite Talksport moment of all time that isn't from our show?
I do like the, what took it's only 20 years, Ali and Amy.
Yeah, although he came on years later, when it was the anniversary of that, like Talksport's 25-year anniversary, and he came on and said he did that on purpose.
No,
I know, but he came out and said, and that ruins it for me.
Nah, don't ruin it for me. It's the best, that.
Not best.
It is.
Oh,
it's not.
Factually. Why you got a problem with me being successful with this?
I haven't.
Speaking of Rich Smells
Nah, H&J's the one. Come on.
It's not, mate. Most of the audience don't remember they listened to it at that old. Big Alan Brazil returns to the breakfast show on Thursday. Meanwhile, Super Ali McCoy and Gabby Apollon will be with you from 6 tomorrow. Or, of course, you can download all of our shows. The best one being 21 minutes to go with me and Elsie and Jason Kelly. That story, DB Cooper, you need to listen to it. One of the funniest stories you've ever heard.
The Bourbon and Bourbon's brilliant.
Nice. How's your shoes? Good.
Bourbon and Bourbon's nice.
Shoes are looking good. When we come back, we'll look ahead to more football tonight. We'll talk about Cole Palmer, which players are on the cusp of making to the World Cup for England. Clutching at scores, that's very tight. And we've got the end of the show quiz. And lots and lots of TV news. A big hour, do not miss it. That and more coming up right after this.
Excited for the brand new show. Your trainers are looking well as well, so that's a good thing for you.
Listen up, football fans. BetMGM brings Vegas entertainment to the biggest games and the biggest names. Because when it comes to betting on football, we're in a league of our own, baby. Offers? Oh, you know we got offers. Like bet £10 and get £40 in free bets. BetMGM. It's showtime.
New customers only. Wagering requirements and conditions apply. 18 plus. Please gamble responsibly.
So, for my pension investment, should I pay a flat fee or a percentage fee? A percentage fee will get bigger as my pension grows. But Interactive Investors' flat fee will stay the same, meaning I get to keep the money I make. Obviously.
It's raining. For over 500,000 investors, the pennies dropped. A Which recommended personal pension provider for 4 years running. Interactive Investor. I think, therefore I. Remember, when investing, your capital is at risk.
Word on the street is this. Tommy Shelby is back. With Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man coming soon to Netflix. And not just that, follow the honour-bound adventures of a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms on Sky. Get Sky and Netflix together for just £15 a month. Sky, believe in better.
Prices may change during new 24-month term. £21 a month after. Requires Sky Stream with also minimum speed 25 megabits per second. 18 plus time supply.
I remember holding her for the first time. Now, I'm about to walk her down the aisle.
Moments like these deserve to be seen clearly. With the Vision Express Eye Care Plan, get 2 pairs from £5.70 a month, including 20% off and an advanced eye test. Vision Express. Step out with confidence. T&Cs apply. Interest-free loan subject to status. VE is a credit broker, not a lender, representing Adaro Optics Limited, authorised by the Financial Conduct Authority. Minimum 24-month term.
Tonight's Euro Millions jackpot is £33 million. I think that deserves a whoop whoop. Thank you, faraway person. Get in tonight's Euro Millions draw. Play on that. Estimate your jackpot. Account terms, rules and procedures apply. Players must be 18 or over. With a Travis Perkins trade account, you open the door to big trade deals every single month. Right through February, get 10-litre Dulux Trade Vinyl Matte White and Pure Brilliant White paint for only £44 each. Join the club and get this and other big trade deals through February with your trade account. Travis Perkins, doing what matters for the trade. All prices exclude VAT at 20%. This season, I want to beat it from the start. Want to beat the odds and prove them all wrong. Look them in the eye and say, want to bet? Betfred. 18 plus gambleware.org. On 1089 and 1053 medium wave. Online, on your mobile, on the app, and on your smart speaker. Talk Sport.
Talksport, there you go, see Darren saying, what biggies in the Premier League tonight, all live on the Talksport network. When we come out, we talk about, what game this week, Chelsea, Leeds United. We'll have teams ahead of that, and all of them actually that are happening tonight in the Premier League. We'll talk about Cole Palmer back. Should he definitely be on the plane for England? I say he should definitely start for England. We'll talk about other players that could be on the cusp, Kobbie Mainoo, Luke Shaw as well, all the United players, still should be there. We'll have team news ahead of that, Spurs, Newcastle, and Everton, Bournemouth as well. Clutching at scores, Adrian Durham joins us to end the show with. Busy hour, it's all going to be crammed into the next 60 minutes right after the sport headlines. Ben Fletcher.
Talk Sport Sports Update with Trusted Trader. Find top-notch tradespeople in your area, all who pass the Trusted Trader 15-point assessment. Talk Sport.
Good evening. Spurs legend Clyde Allen has told TalkSport his old club are looking over their shoulders in the Premier League. They could end the night just 3 points clear of danger, but by contrast are into the knockout stages of the Champions League.
We've got that to deal with later on, but before that comes along, I think over the next 2 or 3 weeks, we really have to secure our Premiership survival. I think it is as, unfortunately, as desperate as that as the moment. 3 points, I think, would just calm everything down.
Tottenham host Newcastle live on TalkSport 2. You can also hear the games at Stamford Bridge, the Hill Dickinson and the London Stadium across the TalkSport network. Now, Eni Aluko has come out fighting here on TalkSport after drawing criticism for recent comments on TV punditry.
For me, if I feel entitled to anything, it's respect. I just want people to respect my opinion. I just want people to respect me for the work that I've done and respect me as a broadcaster.
TalkSport's Simon Jordan says pundits should simply merit his attention regardless of who or what they are. And that's not good news for Aluko as far as he's concerned.
When I listen to her as a pundit, and the times that I've listened to her, I don't think that she's particularly enlightening or illuminating or engaging or charismatic, or sometimes comes across particularly likeable, but that's my view. And some people have the same view about me.
You can watch the whole thing on the TalkSport YouTube channel. Maro Itoje will captain England away at Scotland at the weekend in the Six Nations. He replaces Alex Coles in the second row. Standing skipper Jamie George drops to the bench with Luke Cowan-Dickie taking the number 2 jersey. Plenty more on the live blog at talksport.com.
TalkSport News.
A teenage boy who murdered a 12-year-old in a random attack last year has been detained for at least 13 years. And police are looking for a teenage boy after 2 boys were stabbed at a school in North London. There's more from Emma at past.
TalkSport weather with QuickFit. With expert technicians in all our centres across the country, we'll keep your car's inbuilt safety tech in top condition this winter. Book today at quickfit.com.
Not a pretty picture, I'm afraid. Windy in the northeast and southwestern parts. Outbreaks of rain this evening, the heaviest in eastern Scotland.
On your smart speaker and on your smart TV, TalkSport Drive, the UK's VIP super stage for sports supremos. Rock stars and football club royalty. Loud and live on the M25. Clever sport for the football commute. TalkSport Drive.
our show. TalkSport's GOAT Adrian Lamb will be joining us from the London Stadium at West Ham against Man United. Can't wait, that's live around on TalkSport Wildlife. But from East London to West London, Cole Palmer was back amongst the goals over the weekend. But does he start for England?
Palmer against Petrovic. And he takes the penalty and buries it in the bottom corner.
I just don't think there is a world where England are good enough to not have Cole Palmer on form starting.
I've seen Cole Palmer, mate. I've seen him. I've seen what he can do. He's a little magician. He'll be better than Bruno Fernandes when his career's over.
Gusto gives it back to cold-hearted Cole Palmer.
Wolves nil, Chelsea 3, hat-trick Cole Palmer.
He's that good. He doesn't have to do too much.
Hopefully I get over this, and yeah, everyone's loving it on the new boss. Give everyone confidence, you know. So yeah, it's really enjoyable.
Yeah, Chelsea have Leeds tonight, occasionally live for free on the TalkSport app at 7:30. They'll be looking to move 7 points clear of Liverpool before they play tomorrow against Sunderland. They're super the Chelsea gaffer having his star man back in form.
Yeah, I think any world-class player is important to what you want to achieve. So for me, it's been great to see him enjoying his football on Saturday. It's been great to see him banging in the goals, and hopefully his form continues in that way.
Just a quick word about Liam Rossi. I do feel 7 wins from 9. 7 wins from 9. The only defeats, of course, coming against your one, right? I do feel that if he won 18 out of 20, and then lost one, people go, see?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know what it is. I don't know why people just don't. Even now, they should be going, oh my, he's been unbelievable.
Yeah.
No one's saying that about Liam Rossi. I don't know why.
They're making, they're saying, but look who's beat. But you can only play who's ahead of them. I asked to beat them twice over 2 legs, maybe the second leg. Chelsea didn't really do too much to go out and try and win that game. I know they would have tried, but I just don't think they offered enough. But other than that, I mean, they beat Napoli, they beat Brentford, Pavos, they beat Palace, beat West Ham, beat Wolves. Again, I get it. People are going to go, yeah, but who are they playing? It doesn't matter. If that's who's ahead of you, you've got to beat them.
Everyone drops points against everyone. Everyone, right? They're not.
No.
That's the point.
Yeah, I think he's been over.
Those 2 defeats against Arsenal were both in the League Cup.
Yes, that was it. Other than that,
They're unbeaten in the league. They won every game in the league.
Other than them two. At Champions League and all of them.
Let's talk about Cole Palmer. Where does he rank in the 10 position when it comes to England?
Well, it's hard. It's such a hard one because when Cole Palmer is at his absolute best, naturally I think he's probably the best we've got. Now I love Jude. I think Jude is incredible, but he won't put up the same type of numbers that Palmer's putting up in terms of 25 goals, 15 assists, which is nuts. But it's about consistency. I think Bellingham is still one. Again, the 10, number 2, Palmer maybe, for what he's done for England, then Foden. No, do you know what? If we talk about right now,
Foden's going to struggle.
Right, Rodgers is in there.
Yeah.
And Rodgers has been playing really well for England. So, what I will say about England, they are blessed with about 6, I'd say.
6 tens.
Yeah. 6 maybe? No, I made that up. So we've got Foden, Palmer,
Rodgers, Palmer, Bellingham.
Eze. 5.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but Eze's never going to start while the others.
No, but you know, there was a period where after the hat-trick against Tottenham, people were going, oh my goodness.
No, they weren't.
They were.
No one was ever saying, oh my goodness, he might start.
They were.
They weren't, Dean.
There's loads of people.
They were. No one ever said that.
You said it.
Yeah, I mean, if my lawyers were listening to this, you'd have no money left. They would sue the backside out of you.
Yeah, trust me.
I've never said Eze was starting.
Jack will find it. But no, we're blessed with so many. I love Cole Palmer. I need to see the consistency. Like right now, Rodgers is ahead of him. Morgan Rodgers is
ahead of him.
Palmer. There's a 10. Of course he is. What? One game?
No. It's not one game. It's one game, and he's getting back to fitness.
Yeah. Rodgers has been the best this year.
The gulf, in my opinion, between a fit Rodgers and a fit Palmer, there's no comparison.
No, but this season there's been no comparison.
He's not been fit, Cole
Palmer. Well, that's what Sam.
It's because first I've actually discovered that he's not been fit.
No, still. No, I think he's fit. I'm still taking Rodgers to start first.
Has he scored a first half hat-trick before? Cole Palmer?
Yeah.
How many hat-tricks has Rodgers got in 90 minutes?
Okay, does not.
Well, it does matter. That's exactly what it does do.
No, not really, does it really?
No, it does. That's what you want from a number 10. Someone's going to score better.
Okay, so Palmer's better than Bellingham. Bellingham done that.
Well, in the England team, when everyone's fit, I'm playing Bellingham behind Palmer. I'm playing Rice, Bellingham, Palmer.
So I think I'm going Elliot Anderson probably, or Walton, Rice and Bellingham. I'm not really moving Rice out of that hole, and I'm putting it back into the hole now. He's been too good for Arsenal playing in that 8 role. But then again, Morgan Rogers, I think Rogers will start, so Declan might, but if not, I put Morgan Rogers off the left. I think he has to start.
Okay. Let me ask you, stay with Cole Palmer, because there have been, other players recently stating their case for a potential spot in the World Cup squad. I've got a few names here. Let's look at Leeds. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 10 goals in the Premier League so far this season in 23 games. Could he sneak into that World Cup squad? Because we don't have too many great strikers to back up Harry Kane.
But you know what? He could sneak in there. Now, I really liked his finish the other day off his chest. Because he had to kind of adjust his body position. Because in that scenario there, the only way he can score is if he uses his chest.
That's confidence.
And his confidence just directs it. And I think that was really good. He also did something different. I think in the air, oh my goodness, I mean, did you see the head hit?
Yeah.
I think in the air, he was just completely different. I know international football was different. But right now, he's playing... honestly, he's playing really, really well. So
if you're the England manager and Kane's out for a game, are you starting with a number 9 or a false number 9?
No, I always play number 9.
Who would that be tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I would go with... if you look at the form, Calvert-Lewin's playing really well. But I think... I want to say Watkins, because I've seen international semi-finals, I know he can do the job. So maybe Watkins first. I know his form hasn't been great this year. But Calvert-Lewin, I think, is a lot closer than people think. Because some people are going, look how many goals he scores. Mate, it's not like he's scoring goals. He's playing really well as well. So, and he's just leading the line really well for Leeds. So I think he's in the discussion.
Kobbie Mainoo, he's come back into the Man United squad. He has been terrific. I don't think when he's played Man United we've lost. What do you make of that? Is it too late for him?
Yeah, I think so. I think Thomas Tuchel, he's been brilliant since he got back in. But again, Elliot Anderson, not only has he been playing well for England, for Forest, sorry, when he's been called upon to play for England, he's been brilliant. So I think I won't say he's a nailed-on starter, but I think he's close because of how good he's done. Morgan seems to be the other one in that position.
I do think that Ruben Amorim should be ashamed of himself for what he's done to Kobbie Mainoo. Didn't play him. I don't know what his beef with him was, but he's one of the reasons why he got the sack. It's been unbelievable. It's like a no-brainer him and Casemiro playing in front of the back ball.
It feels like he said that he was competing with Bruno, didn't he? Kobbie Mainoo.
He was an idiot. I mean, he played. Well, he's an idiot. He played over right wing back. Why? He played Bruno not as a 10. Why? He played with 2 wide players in Cunha and Mbeumo, who were playing so tight. He's playing. He's not playing Cole. He's playing Ugarte. He's playing 3 at the back. He changed his defence.
Did he get anything right?
Yeah, he got rid of our goalkeeper.
Yeah, I mean, the goalkeeper's good, by the way.
He does.
But no, I think he's a good player. He's played well for England. Obviously, he's played in the final. But I just think right now, maybe, unless the other 2 drop off, and it's a Palace, by the way, ain't playing that well. I know they beat Brighton. Forest having a bit of a tough time. Maybe that might go against them. But I think currently, right now, he's probably competing right with Wharton as to who's that next.
Yeah, I agree.
Next one.
Go on, last one. So many like Luke Shaw. We've got an issue at left back. You've got what? Nico O'Reilly, Lewis Hall.
He's playing midfield a lot.
Yeah.
You've got Lewis Hall.
I mean, for my money, Luke Shaw starts every single time.
Right. If Mania was English 11, you'd start every one of them.
No, there are some players I just wouldn't.
Would you start Rashford?
What, on the left?
Yeah.
See? We're playing off Barcelona.
Would you start Maguire?
Yeah. What do we
See.
Okay, would you start Rashford on the left?
No.
Who would you start?
Morgan Rogers.
On the left?
He's been playing left for middle.
He's not necessarily his best position.
No. Morgan Rogers playing left.
Who you playing left back?
Lewis Hall's been brilliant. But I think Nico O'Reilly's been... I think it's one of them 2.
Not Luke Shaw?
Mate, you played well for the last 4 weeks.
Let's get you in there.
For you, it's one of them. Man, I played well for 4 weeks. Come on. Get them all in.
You're on current form.
We're not playing the international current form.
Well, there is.
Okay, Lewis Hall then starts.
No, I'm going Luke Shaw.
No.
I'm going back 4. I'm going Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Kobbie Mainoo.
Honestly.
Get Gary Neville out.
See, sorry. Maguire's been better than Conte, has it? Absolutely.
I would start Harry Maguire, but I'd take him. I wouldn't start him when everyone's fit. But I would with Luke Shaw and I would with Kobbie Mainoo.
They're starters?
Yes.
Kobbie Mainoo started ahead of who?
Oh, no, sorry, no, they're not. Luke Shaw is. Yeah. Kobbie's going on the plane, but he doesn't start the midfield. I'll go Rice, Bellingham, Palmer. All right? Is that Teddy showing up?
Yes.
Lots of team news coming your way. Stay with us. This is your Drive on TalkSport.
Vegas entertainment to the biggest games and the biggest names. Because when it comes to betting on football, we're in a league of our own, baby. Offers? Oh, you know we got offers. Like bet £10 and get £40 in free bets. BetMGM. It's showtime.
New customers only. Wagering requirements and conditions apply. 18 plus. Please gamble responsibly.
Okay, so for my ISA investment, should I pay a flat fee or a percentage fee? A percentage fee will get bigger as my stocks and shares ISA grows. An interactive investor's flat fee will stay the same, meaning I get to keep the money I make. Obviously.
It's raining. For over 500,000 investors, the penny's dropped. Interactive investor. I think, therefore I. Remember, when investing, your capital is at risk.
Tonight's Euro Millions jackpot is £33 million. I think that deserves a whoop whoop. Thank you, faraway person. Get in tonight's Euro Millions draw. Play on that.
Estimate your jackpot. Account terms, rules and procedures apply. Players must be 18 or over.
My mum, a legend to the end. A tough time, made easy with my co-op funeral care. A proper chat over a cuppa, a few classic mummisms, that camping trip in Skegness. And we've got it. A brilliant goodbye that felt right.
We're here in your community to guide, support, or simply talk things through. However you choose to say goodbye, we help you own it. Co-op, owned by you, right by you. Search Co-op Funeral Care for your nearest funeral home.
Do you belong here? Next to me, about to jump into the sea on an army coast-steering expedition. What's your gut saying? Walk away from the edge? Or jump in and join a team that will be by your side for life? Still listening? You belong here. Army, recruiting now. Search Army jobs.
Sport. It's in your DNA. That's why at Spread Sports you get great offers and features to aid your sports betting, including £30 in free bets when you join and place a qualifying £10 fixed odds bet at minimum odds of 1 to 2. Visit spreadex.com/DNA for full terms and conditions. Spread Sports. It's in our DNA. 18 plus gambleware.org. Qualifying bets not be cashed out early. One step will get free £10 fixed odds bets on consecutive days. Free bet stakes not included in any winnings. Free bets must be claimed within 28 days.
Talk Sport travel with Subway. Leave ordinary sandwiches on the bench. Bring on the new baked breaded chicken sub. How's that for a flavour hat-trick?
The delay continues for the M5 South in Somerset, Bridgewater South to Taunton, junction 24-25. There's emergency repair work. Accidents in Hampshire on the westbound M27 affecting the motorway from Hedge End to Southampton Airport, junction 7 to 5. There's standing traffic westbound M2 Kent. This is at Chatham Junction 3, the broken down vehicle. Also, still a big delay anti-clockwise M25 Surrey. This is Reigate to the M23, junctions 8 to 7. An accident and a collision affecting the eastbound M4 at junction 8 Maidenhead. I'm Simon James.
Tonight's Euro Millions jackpot is £33 million. I think that deserves a whoop whoop. Thank you, faraway person. Get in tonight's Euro Millions draw. Play on that.
Estimate your jackpot. Account terms, rules and procedures apply. Players must be 18 or over.
Just a feisty Thursday night of Premier League action on Talk Sport.
Ready for a face-tighted hopefuls at Arsenal.
Pre-match preparations begin at 7 with flat-out full-match commentary from 8.
It's a thrilling Thursday night of live and exclusive Premier League football.
On high-powered sporting deity, Talk Sport.
Joel, just put me in to go and sit down, Ben, alongside Phil Campbell. We joined by the guy Adrian Durham from the London Stadium, and West Ham against Manchester United. Can be clear live right here on TalkSport. Then on kick about 8:15. All the others start 7:30, so we can get all the team news for all of those right now. Starting with a huge game at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium between Spurs and Newcastle. That one is live on TalkSport 2. Jim White has all the details. So, Jim, good evening to you.
Well, he does indeed, Andy. You're not going to believe it. Spurs are playing football tonight. I'm just going to do it with my normal voice now. I think there were 3 changes for Spurs when they lost to Manchester United at the weekend. Christian Romero suspended after his red card, and Dougie is injured. While Bologna also comes out the side. In come Dragosan, Spence and Basuma. Thomas Frank said his side are desperate to win tonight. They're currently 15th in the table and still searching for their first league win of 2026. As for Newcastle, 4 changes from their defeat to Brentford. Out come Hall, Tonali, Murphy and Wissa. In come Byrne, Ramsey, Elanga and Gordon. Newcastle 12th, winless in 5 and have won just 2 of their last 15 on the road. Here are the lineups in full then. For Spurs, it's Vicario in goal, Gray, Dragisan, Van der Ven and Spence at the back. Gallagher, Bissouma and Sarr in midfield with Oliver, Solanke and Simmons up top. As for Newcastle, Pope in goal, Trippier, Chow, Botman and Byrne in a back 4. Willett, Bruno Guimaraes and Ramsey in midfield with Elanga and Barnes either side of Anthony Gordon up top. Both sides could really do with 3 points tonight at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's Tottenham against Newcastle.
Well, Clinky, of course that was Ollie Clink, not Jim White. Because Chelsea face Leeds tonight, and you can hear that on live on the free-to-download TalkSport app. Jim White is your commentator for that one, and Jim's got all the team news for us now. Jim, good evening.
Well, Andy, I don't know who that imposter was just now. There at Newcastle, which is a fantastic stadium. Not only is it fantastic, but it's brilliant. But here at Chelsea, we are afforded the most spectacular view of this fantastic pitch. Not only is it fantastic, it's wonderful. And Chelsea have made 2 changes. I'm going to change now. Achiampo into Fofana at the back for Chelsea. Estevao comes in for Neto. Those are the 2 changes for Liam Rosenior, seeking a 3rd home win on the bounce. As for Leeds, well, they've got problems. Pascal Strike is out injured. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who you were just talking about, he is not in the squad at all. He was battling illness last week, and he had ice on his knee at the end of the game against Forest on Friday night. He's not even a sub. So Nmecha comes in for him. Bornell and Dion also come in. So quickly the lineups for Chelsea. Sanchez in goal. Gusto, Achiampong, Chalobah, Cucurella, Caicedo and Santos, and then Palmer, Enzo and Estevao behind Joao Pedro. For Leeds, it's Darlow in goal. Looks like a back 5 tonight then. Bogle and Goodmanson as the wing-backs. Rodon, Viol and Bornell as the centre-half. Then Justin, Ampadu, Grueff and Aronson behind Metcha in attack. It's Stamford Bridge where the rain's falling, and it's falling hard as well. One's going to be one to melt down over this. Chelsea against Leeds.
Someone better tell Matt Jones to practice because I'm coming to him next. Finally, can Everton keep up their pursuit of European football against Bournemouth tonight? It's live on the TalkSport app. You better have a go. Jim White has all the team news. Jim, good evening to you.
I think it would be very offensive if I tried a Scottish accent. You get lots of phone calls there, Andy, believe me. But yeah, 2 changes for Everton from their win over Fulham, including a full debut for Tyreek George after his arrival on loan from Chelsea. He replaces Harrison Armstrong in midfield. Jarrett Branthwaite's back as well in place of Michael Keane at the heart of the defence. They'll be hoping to help the Toffees pick up just their 2nd win in their last 7 on home soil. In full then, Pickford in goal, O'Brien, Tarkowski, Branthwaite, Mikolenko across the back, Garner and Gay in midfield, and then George, Dewsbury, Horton and Dye just behind Barry up top. As for Bournemouth, a win for them and they could finish tonight in 8th place. Alex Todd starts his first game for the club, and Ryan Christie also comes in after the draw with Villa, Krupi Jr. and Lewis Cook, the players to drop to the bench. So Petrovic is in goal. It's then Jimenez, Hill, Senesi and Truffert across the back. Toth and Christie in midfield, Adley and Rayan just behind Evan Nielsen up top. It's Everton against Bournemouth at Hill Dickinson Stadium.
Good work, Matt. Well done to the 2 others, Ollie Clink and Ian Dana for giving it a go. I mean, that's why TalkSport is number 1, right? We do things differently. We do things
fantastic.
We do things amazingly well. Brilliant.
Yeah, that is funny.
Don't forget, of course, you can hear all those games. Let me slow that down. Fantastic, that one. You can hear all those fantastic games. I can't do it. Live and exclusively on the free-to-download TalkSport app tonight. Can you do it? You did, Jim White? Well, give it a go. Why you give it a go? Go on.
That's fantastic.
You can't do it. Right, time out. But it is fantastic.
Couldn't believe you got a yellow card for that. The game's gone.
Honestly, I've seen my son, the lead team, defend better than our top 9. Welcome to Moni fans on TalkSport with Paddy Power.
Yeah, something out here from Dylan Hall. Dylan Hall. Oh, it's Dylan Hall. From our friends at Paddy Power, who's got something he wants to get off his chest in this week's Money Thanks Victor. Dylan's reputation being a bit of a moaner is well established. Let's find out what he's moaning about today.
Very big talking point of the weekend is my moaner this week. How the ref and the Referees Association do not use common sense weekend against Liverpool is beyond me. VAR, as we all know, or we all feel, is ruining the game. This is not the first instance where common sense hasn't been used by the referees, and look, if they could wake up a little bit and make the right decisions, the game will be in a lot better place.
Bring back down the fella.
What was my favourite part of it? I handed Darren, and then waiting for us to say, alright, how's it going? Right, Bentley and I are going to see if we can outmoan the moaner with how complaints we're going to moan about him. Of the week, we've got 30 seconds each to Ben. Usually Joe will tell me in my ear that I've won. And Eclipse Paddy's moaning in cheap. Bentley, do you want to go first or first?
I'll go second. I'll go first.
We just wasted 10 seconds there. Off you go.
Yeah, I'm having a moan about people calling Cole Palmer a penalty merchant. A lot of people, a large portion of his goals have been scored from the penalty spot, but at the end of the day, a goal's a goal. I mean, the guy is an absolute...
Right, a goal is a goal.
A goal is a goal. Yeah, but you're one of those, sorry, Joe, who says that penalty shouldn't count.
Goal is a goal. You're going...
Yeah, that penalty should count. You know, it's...
Goal is a goal.
Oh, Joe.
Awful.
Didn't get a chance there.
Well, you should maybe rehearse a bit. My 30 seconds on moaning's done now. Well, thank you. My moan is going to be that on nights when it's Champions League football, right, that TNT Sports brilliantly put up one of their pages where you can watch all the goals go in. There's a bit of that
goal rush.
Goal rush. Don't do it on it's 4 games. I want to watch every single one of them. Obviously on TalkSport I can hear them all going in, but if you watch it on TV, I want a goal rush. I want to be able to see every single goal rather than have to wait till tomorrow night.
That's 20 seconds each now. I went longer, was it?
Goes quick. Producer Joe's moaning more. It is...
Oh, I don't want to that.
How can he win insanely?
Yeah, I did.
I'm going to moan about his moaning. Thanks to Paddy Power's Moaning Fan Speech at 18 plus Gambler.org.
Moaning Fans on TalkSport with Paddy Power.
No googling. We've got loads to get through, says producer Joe. And you know what? I think he's telling the truth. More from me and DB right after this live on TalkSport.
Jim White and Simon Jordan on TalkSport. Mid-morning radio that's up for the job. It's got brilliant quick to get precisely nowhere. Concrete sports talk. It really is incredible. Rapid setting opinion, not justifying it, but even explaining it. But need an explanation. Big names, all piped up. Anthony Joshua, good afternoon. Jim White and Simon Jordan. Delivered tomorrow morning from 10 on TalkSport by Selco Builders Warehouse. Check stock in your local branch. We've got it at selcobw.com.
At Betfair, we believe that to play different, you need the right tools. The boots, the world-class tactics, the science-backed nutrition. The pros have their tools, and with Betfair, so do you. Our safer gambling tools work just like the right pair of boots, designed to keep you on top of your game. Open the Betfair app to equip yourself so you can bet at your best. Betfair, play different.
18 plus, begambleaware.org.
Nothing beats that just booked feeling. Because when you book a Jet2 holiday, you start dreaming of full days and making memories. Get ahead for summer. Book now with just a £60 deposit per person. Choose from our best free child-place holidays and save up to £400 per family of 4. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. Package holidays you can trust. Up to national protected. Subject to availability conditions.
Tonight's Euro Millions jackpot is £33 million. I think that deserves a whoop whoop.